Did you know that there are powerful and rare Pokemon that you can get early in Pokemon Legends ZA? I'll be showing you how to get it as soon as you get access to free exploring in the game. There are actually no prerequisites besides having to just complete main mission 5, which is called City in the Shadow of Prism Tower, where you do 3 side missions for Emma that unlocks full map access, gives you access to using benches to change the time of day, and it also causes alpha Pokemon to start spawning. Now, to make catching easier, there are 2 things that you can do to prepare. The first thing you want to do is head over to the Pokeball Boutique found near the center of the map. The fastest way there is by using the Restaurant Leia as a fast travel point. Once at the boutique, stock up on Pokeballs, but I specifically like Quick Balls for a first time catch and Repeat Balls as they have an increased catch rate, but feel free to use any Pokeball that you like. Another one I want to suggest though is the Dusk Ball too, because it increases the catch rate at nighttime. Now, if you're short on money and can't afford these Pokeballs, you can sell your items in your treasure tab at the Pokemon Center, or you could just quickly do a ZA Royale to earn some cash. The second thing you want to do if you want to have a very high catch rate is to collect colorful screws scattered across Lumio City. You'll spot them very easily because they are these bright, glowing purple Pokeballs on top of scaffolding and on rooftops. All you have to do is just trade them at Raycian construction site located here on your map for a blue canary plush, which boosts your catch rate. And you'll need 16 screws in total to max it out. Now, the next rare Pokemon spawn that we'll be going for is going to be Larvitar. Now, believe it or not, it's actually easy to get in the game, and it should be the correct level that you could use in the early game. To do this, head over to the Vert Plaza area and just face this way over here, close to its entrance, where you're face Vert Sector 2, and it should look like this. Now follow me, and this is going to be done very, very carefully. Once you're in the Vert Plaza, you're going to make your way up on top of this ladder over here. Climb the ladder. I'm trying to do this before it becomes nighttime. Once you climb the ladder, you're going to jump up here and follow me. Now, this is where you have to be very, very careful, okay? In this game, when you're trying to jump across platforms, you want to place your character in a way where he is slightly over the edge like that. Something like this, that's fine. So he's not really standing, but he's kind of standing. And then you're going to hold down the B button and Y forward, like this. Oh, I didn't make it. And then go. Oh! Now, sometimes you might have to try a few times until you get it. Right there. That's the one no matter what. Yep. There's the jump. Then we're going to make our way past these little fletchlings. And we're going to... Oh, there is an alpha Larvitar here. Now, if it happens to be alpha, and a little harder for you to catch, you could just walk away from the area, have it despawn, and then just repeat the trick again and come back. All right, I came back, and it looks like Larvitar is no longer alpha after a couple respawns here. And there we go, got the Larvitar. I had an Ultra Ball I picked up from one of the rooftops because I just ran out of my Quick Balls, but a Quick Ball should do the job over here to catch it. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. We actually got one, and we're super early in the game. We haven't even done a rank X mission yet. There it is, size classification medium. That is going on my team. Eventually, that'll evolve into a Pupitar, or Pupitar, however you want to say it, and then you can get your Tyranitar. The next Pokemon that we'll be going for is going to be Scrafty or Scraggy, depending on which one spawns, and the starting point for this is going to be at Restaurant Leia, which you can see, here's the center point of the map, and we're going up this road, and it's right over here. From Restaurant Leia, we're gonna go towards the Pokeball Boutique, and right before you approach it, we're going to turn right on this, and you're going to crouch down and be very careful because there's going to be a group of them just chilling out back here. Now, sometimes you'll be able to find Scraggy's evolution here, depending on how the spawn works. It'll be up against those boxes, and sometimes you may not. So you can simply just go ahead and catch it just like this. And you got Scraggy. And if you want to fill up your Dex research points, you can go ahead and catch every single one in this location. There are a ton of them. Always check back if you want to get the evolution. Otherwise, you have to evolve your Scraggy to Scrafty at level 39. Also, the reason why you would want to get a Scrafty is because it has a Mega Evolution. So go ahead and grab it. It's pretty much teased by Naveen's coat. The next Pokemon that we're going to be getting is Cleffa, and yes, we're going to be evolving it all the way into Clefable right at the start of the game, so you're ready to go with a fully evolved Pokemon that, yes, also gets a Mega later on in the game. So in order to do this, we're going to head over to Cafe Cyclone, which is right close by to Vert Plaza 2. If you don't have Cafe Cyclone unlocked, well, just walk over there, walk by it, and the fast travel point shows up. From Cafe Cyclone, all you have to do is just follow me. We're gonna walk into this area here. Make sure you have a water Pokemon because there is going to be sludge here, so I have a Totodile. I use Bubble Beam to clear those obstacles. Once you clear those obstacles, you will turn right and find a Holovator hidden right over here. Take that Holovator all the way up, and then once you're up, you're going to try to go more up by fighting these platforms over here. Now, there are other Pokemon that we'll be seeing on this rooftop. It's totally up to you if you want to catch them, but I'm not going to get distracted during this video, even though I really want to catch them, but that's okay. We're then going to climb up this ladder here, climb up there, and then we're going to do a roll across this building. So just go ahead and pew! As you can see, there is a Talonflame there. I don't want to mess with it. It is level 35. You can possibly catch it, but that's totally up to you. But right in front of us is the prize, a Cleffa. So make sure you drop down a hard save, which is what you should be doing before every single encounter in the game, just in case. And we're going to try to approach it and catch it. So make sure you're squatting down, trying to get a nice angle on it, and then... Got it. We now have a Cleffa. Once you have your Cleffa, you're then going to fast travel all the way over to the Noviao Cafe, which you already have because you played the main story, and fast travel over there. Once you arrive, make sure that Cleffa is going to be in your main party. So we're going to grab that. I'm going to throw that right there. And select Cleffa on the D-pad, so it's always the standard Pokemon. And then you're going to select a Burn Up Roast Coffee. You'll get into a little cutscene cafe scene with Cleffa. And guess what? You'll be able to evolve it right away. If it hasn't, maybe just have a second cup of coffee, but its friendship's up just based on one cup of coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and now select it and evolve it. Let it evolve. Now that you have your Clefairy, we're going to go and evolve it into Clefable. And in order to do that, you're going to make your way all the way over to Cafe Soleil, if I'm saying that correctly. In order to get there, you could just go to the blue Pokemon Center and then just go ahead and follow the street until you arrive here. If you arrive here, this becomes a fast travel point. All right, so from this direction, we're going to go straight past this trainer and their Lucario, and then turn right on this street here. Keep going, and then you'll see this entire scaffolding area. This will allow us to get on top of this entire roofing area. So we're going to just climb up like this. So turn right, go around here, turn your camera, and there's a ladder. That ladder is going to bring you up to the next section, and then we're going to walk up this. Feel free to grab any items too while you're at this. All right, be careful. I usually like to squat here, but if you're a real good gamer, you could just probably run across at the speed of light. And then we're going to do a barrel roll right here. Boom, we made it. Okay, after making it there, come around here. You can pick up this Pokeball as well if you want. Climb up and climb up the ladder again. This will officially bring us to the rooftop, which is really awesome. Now, once we arrive here, our goal is to go completely across this roof until we arrive on this side over here. So we're just going to cross over. Oh, look, there's a little Scraggy there too. Jump up here. You could jump down here. So we're basically heading to the P looking symbol on the map. So just try to get up here. And the ladder to go up is right over here. So we'll just go up like this, and then you will arrive over in this area. Now, as you can see, there is a Pidgey just chilling here, and there is a Pokeball right over here. Just go ahead and pick up this Pokeball, and that will be your Moonstone. You then can open up your menu, go to your satchel, go over to other items, and select the Moonstone, and you can evolve your Clefairy. Congratulations, you now have a very low-leveled Clefable, but you have the third evolution and you got the stone. Now, the next Pokemon is going to be Hawlucha, and if you were following along in this video, this exact Pidgey spawn can swap out to a high level Hawlucha, depending on maybe when you're here or when the spawns change. So if you saw the Hawlucha, you could just go ahead and catch it and add it to your rare Pokemon collection. However, if you're like my game right now and you see a Pidgey, all you have to do is actually just walk away from it and get a little bit of a distance. So we can do this, walk away, maybe go to a complete different side of the area. Just go a far distance away from it, and then you can make your way back. Remember, it's going to be at this P area. Oh, there it is. Okay, I walked away, I came back, and as you can see, there is a Hawlucha that is now spawned. There is a possibility that it can be an alpha if you already progressed your game where you have day and nighttime. If not, you should be guaranteed to just have a regular Hawlucha without having it to be alpha, because the alpha is too high level. So this is a level 24. We're just gonna get our quick ball, and the best opportunity is to wait for it to turn around. Let's see if I got it. I didn't get it. Okay, I caught this one too. After catching your Hawlucha, you're now gonna make your way over to this opposite side of the P, located all the way in blue sector 9 here, and I'll show you how to get there. So we're just gonna come down, come up like this. There's a little Scraggy here. Jump up here, cross this bridge, come around this side, and then we're gonna hop on top of this building, even though my marker's here. Go up. And you want to be very careful over here because, as you can see, there is a Dratini on our screen. That is the next Pokemon that we'll be going for. So what you want to do is when you're in front of it, place a hard save. Now, this one is a big troublemaker, and the reason it is a troublemaker is that the moment it notices you, it runs away. So for example, if you want to see that live in action, watch this. It spots me, it panics, and it is gone. If you try to throw a Pokeball at it, it usually breaks out and it also runs away. If you attack it with a Pokemon and you don't kill it, or miss, just like that, it also runs away. So your best course of action is if the Pokemon is a higher level than what your screen says, Pokemon caught level 25 or below, it's gonna have a harder catch rate. Is something I've personally noticed in the game when playing. So the best way to do this is save spam. So we're gonna get as close as possible. Drop your save and just reload your save to catch it with the Pokeball, but get in a good spot where you can constantly keep throwing a Pokeball over and over again. Just be aware for this location, you don't want to accidentally lock on that and throw the Pokeball. So here we go. I'm going to save right here one more time, and I'll come back in a few. Oh! And just like that, you can get yourself a Dratini. Here's a little cool trick that I figured out actually while trying to catch Dratini. If you time your Pokeball throws, you can time exactly when it breaks out the ball, so you can completely chain throwing Pokeballs over and over and over again without it being able to escape. It's a little hard, and I wanted to go for infinite time, so let me know if you guys figured out how to do it further than me. I think I only went like maybe 10 times, 9 to 10 times max. Next up, we're gonna get ourselves a Riolu so that you can get a very early Lucario. Open up your map and head over to Restaurant Leia. If you want to know its exact location, here's the center point of the map, and it's going to be on this street right over here. From Restaurant Leia, I'm then going to put a pin marker right over here, but you can follow along for the video. So make sure you're facing this direction, yellow little postal deposit, and then we're going to go this way. You'll see Rouge District show up, and then make a hard right on the screen right over here. And then you'll see a ladder to your left as we arrive on the marker and an NPC here. Just go ahead and climb up this ladder just like this, and then we'll reach the top. Now, once we're at the top, you have to find a gap in the bushes here in order to catch, well, that Riolu right in front of us. Now, once you get to the top, you're then going to work your way around over here like this. Then make sure to hold down ZR and select the Pokeball that you're going to use ahead of time. In this case, I'm going to use my Quick Balls, so I'm going to select that. Then what you want to do is drop a hard save, just like this. Then I'm going to wait for Riolu not to be looking at me, and I'm going to sneak up here just like this, get my Quick Ball ready, wait for the most opportunistic strike when there's 3 bars like that, and then throw your Quick Ball. Once you catch your Riolu, you're going to make your way all the way over to this spot right over here, No Viao Cafe, or you can choose to go to any other cafe of your choice. I just like coming over here because the game introduced this to me early on, and I like the people here for some reason, and I like spicy food, and their coffee seems spicy. Then all you have to do is make sure that you go into your boxes, select your Riolu, place it into your party, and then make sure your D-pad is selected on Riolu. When you then go ahead and talk to this person, order a coffee. I like to pick the burn up roast, and then sit down and just have a nice little drink with your Riolu. By doing this multiple times, this is going to increase the friendship of Riolu, and since this is daytime and Riolu needs daytime to evolve, it's basically going to be in the perfect evolving conditions in order to do this. So after I did this a couple of times, I also used like one rare candy just in case to see if it needed a level up, and then eventually I got the notification for Riolu to evolve into a Lucario, and I was able to evolve it, and just like that, now I have a Lucario on my team. By the way, if it wasn't obvious, going to any cafe is going to be very important for leveling up the friendship of your Pokemon, and just make sure that they are selected when you are doing a whole entire cafe experience. That way they're the Pokemon receiving the friendship bonus. Now, Goomy is a Pokemon that spawns specifically in rain. If you want to just sit there and keep refreshing the benches over and over again until you get rain, you can go ahead and do that. I did it, and look, I got rain. Now, once you get rain in your game, what you want to do is head over to the Vernal Pokemon Center located right over here. Here's the tower, here's Vernal Pokemon Center. It's all the way south. From here, we're just gonna look this way. There's gonna be a Holovator over here and a lamppost, and we're gonna walk through this little alleyway. It should say Vert District, and then we're gonna make a right through this entranceway. Now, normally in another video, this is where Eevee spawns. However, in this version, we are going to have a little Goomy spawn. And as you can see, Goomy is level 35, which is gonna make this very difficult to catch. So when you spot the Goomy, just go ahead and save. Now, the only issue is because this Goomy is also going to be higher than your game set level, which says Pokemon caught at level 25 or below will listen to your commands. You are currently at Royal Rank Y. As you raise up your rank, that is going to increase your Pokemon caught level. So if you want to struggle and try to catch a level 35 Goomy right now, you can do that. It is available to catch early. It's just going to take a little bit of patience and reloading and trying to catch again and again until you're able to get it. However, if you want to progress in your game, all you have to do is one battle zone, then beat this trainer to reach rank X, and you'll be able to catch a Goomy with no issues. It's not reacting to me. Oh! I got it! Oh, somehow it just glitched out on this bridge and I was able to do it. No freaking way. We got a Goomy in our party. What? It might not listen to me, though. It might not listen to me because I'm 25, but still, pretty cool. Yeah, he doesn't want to listen to me. He's like, not a chance. But when it is the appropriate level, I do have a Goomy in my party now, and that's all that matters. Now, Goomy is going to evolve at level 40 into Sliggoo, and then once it's level 50 during another rain just like this, it's finally going to evolve into a Goodra. So if you want a dragon type on your team, there it is. Now, the next location we're going to be heading to is going to be a location where you can get Ralts. Now, even though anyone who has purchased a digital copy of Pokemon Legends EA or gotten the physical copy can claim a Ralts holding a Mega Stone for Mega Gardevoir, if for some reason you are watching this video after February 28th, 2026, we're going to show you how to do this. And on top of that, Ralts also gets another evolution, Gallade. So let's go ahead and show you exactly where to go. So you want to make your way over to this Pokemon Center, the Magenta Pokemon Center, and then you're just simply going to walk down the street just like this, come up here, and then meet me exactly at this spot. Here's the map for context. It's all the way to the left of the map. So all the way west, and then you're gonna follow the street, come over here, and boom, we're in Magenta Sector 7. Now, we're going to head over to this entranceway over here, and inside is where Ralts normally spawn. Luckily for me right now, I have spotted an Alpha Ralts, which is pretty good. Now, in order to get a Gallade, you're going to have a male Ralts. So depending on what this is, let's see. It is a male, exactly what we want because I got the mystery gift Ralts, and I'm going to turn this one into Gallade. So what I want to do is slowly approach it, hit the save progress, and because it is under level 25, which you can see under my save, I says my level where I can't catch things well is 25 or under, so we're fine. It's level 24. You can see the arrows on the right indicate that it's not going to be a hard catch for me. So if it turns around, I should be able to get it with a much higher catch rate. Boom! And we should have easily caught that Ralts, and just like that, now I have an Alpha Ralts, without even having to battle it. So there it is. I got my alpha here, and check this out. I can already evolve it. Now that we got our Alpha Curlia, we're now going to evolve it into a Gallade, and yeah, you're going to get your Gallade right away at the start of the game at level 24. Pretty good. On top of that, there is another Ralts here, so for those who are watching after February 26th, you can catch this Ralts and let it evolve into a Gardevoir if you did not get the mystery gift. Now let's get your Dawnstone for your male Ralts. Now what you want to do is go to this Pokemon Center right over here. From this Pokemon Center, we're then going to walk around the building. Just like this. And we're going to keep walking until we find a scaffolding platform, which will be right about here. Now what you want to do is, as soon as you arrive here, climb up here, just like this, go across here, and then drop down. Then underneath this, climb up, just like that, and then roll across to the next location, then climb up this ladder. Once you're here, you're going to drop down right where my marker is, and you're going to see a ball on the ground with 2 Mega Crystals. Pick up this ball, and you will have your Dawnstone, just like that, and you are on top of this building over here. Fun fact, if you wanted to also hunt Ralts, you can come here as well. I noticed they do spawn sometimes here at nighttime. There could be an alpha on top of the roof, so just wanted to let you all know that as well. Once you get your Dawnstone, go into your satchel, go down to your other items, click on your Dawnstone, and then you can use it on your Curlia, and watch how fast we get ourselves a Gallade this early in the game. On top of that, this is an Alpha Gallade. So if you're lucky to get an Alpha that spawns in, great. You have a chance of that always happening once you get nighttime in your game after you proceed with the Emma quest. So that's how you're gonna get an Alpha. Otherwise, you'd have a regular Ralts. And yeah, this is I feel like these rare spawns are looking kind of good, looking pretty OP. You're getting strong for this game. You're getting very strong. My character's just looking at it like, I can't believe I got you. So you remember that Ralts spot we were at earlier? Well, we're gonna also be trying to catch a Banette. That's the next Pokemon we're going for. Now, Banette does unlock in a later Wild Zone, but since we can catch it now, it's pretty much a rare spawn to get, so we don't have to wait for Wild Zone. So walk inside this Ralts area, and we're gonna climb up this ladder right over here. The best part about catching a... Oh, there it is. It's literally as we climb up. That's awesome. So here we go. We're gonna see the Shuppet, and boom. Now, the best part about catching the Shuppet is that it's going to evolve in a Banette, like I said, and then Banette gets a Mega Evolution, Mega Banette, and that it was shown off in the ZA trailers to be a boss battle, and it is a boss battle later on, and that's when you'll be getting its Mega Stone. So you can have this in your party, ready to go, and then you'll be able to evolve this at level 37 if you want this Ghost type in your party. The next Pokemon we'll be getting is going to be Eevee, so head over to the Vernal Pokemon Center, located right here, south of this, and then follow me to this location that I'm going to show you. Make an immediate left, and we were already here previously in the video to get a Goomy during rainy weather. So just come through over here, and when you come down during the daytime when it's nice and clear, oh, there is going to be an Eevee, just like this right in front of me. So see that Eevee? Look at it, and then just throw your Pokeball at it and catch it. If it's your first time though, use a Quick Ball. And just like that, you've now added an Eevee to your party. But don't worry, I also have done a video where I go over how to get every single evolution and a bunch more Eevee locations. So now that you've got a bunch of powerful Pokemon, hit that like button, subscribe, and check out this video on your screen right over here, and I'll see you in the next video.